We got to thank y'all for being here. You could have been anywhere else on the internet, but you're here with me. And I appreciate that. 759 channel, meaning 7 key areas of life, 5 components of SMART goals, 9 components of the cheat code to manifestation. Just finished running a mile. As always, let's start the video off with some words of gratitude. We're so happy and grateful now that we have breath in our bodies, that we are alive, that we woke up this morning. So happy and grateful now for the nourishment we will receive today, for the hands that will prepare that nourishment, for the benefits that nourishment will contribute to our health. So happy and grateful now that we have good health, strength, knowledge, wisdom, beauty, keen discernment, patience, confidence, talent, skill, courage, leadership, youth, control, melanin, creativity, and competence. We are so happy and grateful now that we have shelter and transportation. So happy and grateful now for the money we have, for the money we have coming, for the money we don't know that's coming. So happy and grateful now for that money comes to us in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. So happy and grateful now that we are becoming financially wealthy. So happy and grateful now for the relationships we have, the resources, the jobs that we have, the positions we're in, the opportunity to develop our leadership skills. So happy and grateful now for uh, where we live, the city we live in. I live in Los Angeles, so I'm so happy and grateful to be living in Los Angeles. So happy and grateful now that we are worthy of infinite abundance. We are deserving of everything we desire, and it's flowing to us now. We are beacons of confidence, happiness, and success. We're so happy and grateful now that we are loved, respected, supported, admired, and trusted. Today is a great day. Today, great things are happening to us. Great things will continue to happen to us because great things are always happening to us. Now, with that, you need to hear this. You need to hear this. The 9 components of the cheat code to manifestation also includes 2 things: patience and consistency. These are 2 things that I know a lot of people don't have on this earth. They don't have patience and they don't have consistency. They don't have patience to wait out the admired results that they seek to achieve, and they lack consistency to get to the point of seeing the results they wish to achieve. So you need patience and you need consistency because the 9 components are vision, patience, passion, focus, action, belief, gratitude, confidence, and consistency. And as you can see, there are more than just 2, there are 9. Which is why I say the 759 channel, 7 being 7 key areas of life: mental, physical, spiritual, relational, social, career, financial. That's the 7. 5 components of SMART goals. That's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. And then the 9 components of the cheat code to manifestation being vision, patience, passion, focus, action, belief, gratitude, confidence, and consistency. Let us know where you're watching from. Thank you for being here, guys. So when you think about all of these things, do you have any of these things? Are you doing any of these things? If not, you're going to continue to let life happen to you. And that's what I try to tell people. You want life to just continue to happen to you, I think. If you don't want to change it up. What's up, Awi? What's up, Awi? How you doing, Awi? Because you need to hear this. Everybody needs to hear this. Thinking about, how do you get out of life the things that you want? How do you manifest what you truly desire? And if you don't have a vision of what you want, there's nothing to manifest because you don't have anything in your vision to say, that's what I want. So you need to hear this in terms of, how do you know what you want? Well, you got to write down a list of the things that you always thought about, things that you are passionate about more than others, things that you are better at more than others. How to manifest starts with vision. What is it that you want to manifest? If you don't have that, then you can forget about it. Now, in that vision comes the plan, the schedule, the roadmap, the goals. You have to have all of this. Well, technically, you don't have to, but you should have all of this, because even with all of this, you still may fall short But at the very least, you have a North Star, you have a beacon that you can go towards. You may veer off, you may change your goal, but it doesn't mean to not have one at all just because you may change it. Come on now. So you need to hear this. And we're talking about how to manifest, how to get what it is you want out of life. And you're hearing this from a person who has done multiple things in my life. Like multiple things when it comes to who I've worked with, the money I've been able to receive and earn, uh, what I'm doing now, where I'm from to where I got to. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, because you need to hear this. Don't forget to subscribe. Comment. Let us know where you're watching from, what city. We want to make this an engaging experience. But I'm from Akron, Ohio. I currently live in Los Angeles. Working on some things that I don't want to speak about just yet because I don't want to jinx it. However, we do want to ensure that you all are getting the information to do the same. You want a new gaming console? This is how you do it. You want to get in shape? This is how you do it. You want to save more money? This is how you do it. You want better relationships? This is how you do it. The 7 key areas of life: mental, physical, spiritual, relational, social, career, and financial. Now, there are more, but these are the 7 that I focus on that I tell people about. Because you need to hear this. The 7 key areas of life is where it starts. How is your mental health? How is your physical health? How is your spiritual health? How is your relationships? What are you standing for socially? What is your career like? And what is your finances like? That's why I keep saying you need to hear this, because a lot of people don't think about all the 7 key areas. They only think about one: money. I want money. I want money. I want money. But because they aren't focusing on any of the other areas, it's hard for them to get what they want in that one area that they continue to focus in. So if you want money, you got to learn how to get money. That's part of the mental. You have to make sure your mind is able to plan, to organize, to coordinate, to structure. That's part of getting money. So, bro. So think about that when it comes to what are the things you want to manifest. How do you get to it? You got to focus on the 7 key areas of life. That's why I keep saying you need to hear this. You, because you could tell somebody else about this. 7 key areas of life, 5 components to SMART goals, 9 components of the cheat code to manifestation. The 7 key areas being mental, physical, spiritual, relational, social, career, financial. The 7 key areas of life. The 5 components of SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. And then the 9 components of the cheat code to manifestation being vision, patience, passion, focus, action, belief, gratitude, confidence, consistency. You need to hear this. You need to hear this. Tell your friends about it. Tell your family about it. Somebody that you know isn't doing too well, tell them about this. Make sure they're aware. Hey, you wanna help get things in order? Here you go. How do you do it? You start with the list. You got to start by. That's on them. Write your goals down. That's why I keep saying you need to hear this, because maybe you aren't writing down your goals. And you will see the difference it makes when you write down your goals, how much more attention you give those goals, how much more focused you are on those goals, how less distracted you are from those goals, from other things, because other things will try to, people, hey, let's go to the movies, let's go watch this TV show, let's go do this, let's go to the game, let's go to the bar. No, I'm focused on my goals right now. Leave me alone. That's what you got to tell people. Where are your goals? And then Maybe they're in a better position than you and they're trying to ask you to do something and it's like, nah, you are already in that position that you want to be. I'm not there yet, so I can't join you. You know, that's another thing you got to do. Just being mindful of being focused. Tap in, lock in. That's all you got to lock in. You got to lock in. Hmm. But I'm getting ready to approach the end of the rail to rail right now. Not too far. And I always end it before I get there so I can upload some shorts and videos before I get home. And plus, I don't want people to see exactly where I live. So that's the other part. But I'm in LA, rail to rail, live from Los Angeles on the 759 channel. That's right. We appreciate you being here. That's why I keep saying you need to hear this because without this information, maybe you will keep going day to day. And we don't want people to go day to day. We want people to manifest their lives over the next 10, 15, 20, 30 years. You have car companies, movie companies, all these different companies that tell you what they're going to do in the next 5, 10 years. Look at Marvel's lineup. They tell you Doomsday, Spider-Man, all this stuff that's coming out over the next 5, 10 years. But when it comes to your life and I say, what you doing tomorrow? You're going to say, I don't know. Get it together. Tighten up. That's all I'm trying to say. So with that, I appreciate you being here. As always, you know we got to thank y'all because you could have been anywhere else on the internet, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. As always, live from Los Angeles on 759 channel. Catch you on the next one. Peace.